Hey guys, welcome back to Jade Empire. And last time we kind of finished off all of the Necropolis quests and ghosts and stuff. And last time I finished off with the one that got away, let's put it like that. And now let's talk to the Gravedigger and finish it.
The grave digging business. What?
Okay. The Elder wasn't dead.
Of course he was dead. The family wouldn't exactly have given me a live man to bury, now would they? That would be unprofessional. Can't have stuff like that getting around. You, dealt with the problem, though?
Yeah, I did.
Well, that's good, I guess. As long as I'm not giving any refunds, of course. Here's what I promised you. Business has been more lively lately with you around. A little gravedigger humor there, see? Lively? I'm good.
Okay, I'll leave you. Or have any more work?
Not at the moment, no. As for later, who knows? You never can tell with life. Or death.
Alright, that's it. And now all that's left is to go to the arena and start the main quests. Okay, the Inquisitor, Execution. This is still they don't accept me. And Viper and Iron Palm. Oh yeah, so about that quest that I talked about last time. That triggers after you finish the two main quests with the Executioner and Inquisitor. So I'm gonna do those two quests now. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to complete the arena this episode, but I'm gonna try. Alright, here we go. Okay, I think to the good version or the open palm version to deal with the Inquisitor, I think I have to talk to her.
I'm not really in the mood for company. Judge Fang wanted me to try something special last night, and I still haven't quite recovered yet.
I want you to help me get rid of Fang.
Get rid of him? What do you mean? Remove him from office, or something else?
Ruin his career.
Really? I was hoping you wanted to kill him. The world would be a better place with that disgusting pig dead and buried. But as much as I want to see his bloated corpse floating in the gutter, Fang is a dangerous man, and he keeps my pockets lined with silver. I hope Fang gets what he deserves, but you'll have to do it without my help.
Alright, so I can pay her or use one of the abilities, so let's try intuition.
No. Even if I was willing to give up all that silver, if Fang finds out, he'll make sure I spend the rest of my days begging for death. It's not worth the risk.
Okay. Hey, wait, where did Charm go? Can I reload? I wanna try this again.
Don't worry. Good.
Oh, okay, I don't even have to reload, so... Okay, let's try Charm.
No.
Alright guys, so I tried a few things with her. I even looked it up online, and apparently you need intuition 68, but I managed to get it to 68 and she still wouldn't go for it. So my only option now is to, well, level up and put a couple of more points here.
Ah, excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
These don't really help me that much. Silver tongue as well, because they don't give me that much of a boost. So not really crying over the fact that I sold that silver tongue, but I don't know. Online it says 68, but she wouldn't go for 68, so... And I really want to see how much I would actually need. If not, I can always pay her, so... Let's start the arena. I can always do this later. Right, everybody's here.
Intolerable. One more mistake, Kui, and I'll have you retired. Finding someone else is your problem.
But...
Enough! Find a solution and leave me alone.
This is not an appropriate time to... Wait a moment. You have the look of a fighter about you. Those hands, that stance, even your eyes. I'd know that look anywhere. You must be here to join the most glorious contest in the Empire. Isn't it fortunate that Lucky Cho and I were just discussing how this place needs an M-fusion of new blood?
This place houses the finest competition in the Empire. If you wish to hone your skills, you will find few challenges more worthy.
Come with me a moment and we'll engagitate in some dissertation about the best decision you'll ever make. This is turning out to be an excellent day, most ostentatious indeed.
Don't know what you mean.
I apologize if I'm using words beyond your grasp. Very few people can match either the supply or the command of my language.
Or that goatee. I kinda wanna say this, but I don't think he's gonna change. Okay.
Strong build, good shoulders, not half bad looking either. You've got what it takes to make it in today's arena.
Okay, what are you getting at?
The question is, can you fight? Are you worthy of the arena? I say the answer is a clarion and resounding yes. I may not have heard your name before, but you walk like one who has seen many battles. You are indeed mysterious, stranger. What say we get you signed up for the greatest attraction in all the Empire? The arena awaits.
Okay, I need to know the rules before I agree to anything.
Here you fight for silver. Glory is yours for the taking if you value it. The rewards start small, but in the gold division, you could easily retire on your winnings. In fact, our last champion, Raging Ox, did just that. Suddenly up and left to enjoy his winnings, clearing the way for the Ravager to take his place. You'll start low and advance on my say-so, but I can already tell you're going to expel in this place. You'll not languish in the qualifiers for long.
If I join, what will I face?
You will face the flashing blade of Crimson Kana, the stern resolve of Iron Soldier, and the, troublesome triumvirate of the Sung Brothers. If you defeat these veterans, you will face the Ravager, our newest champion, who tore his way through the divisions to replace the now-retired Raging Ox. Go ask them yourselves if you want to know more. Hapless Hans faced more than a few of them too, if you want his perspications.
Are these fights deadly?
Do you have any idea how much paperwork I have to do when a contestant of the Empire's finest tournament dies? Wards and spells have protected fighters in this place since its construction. It's been easily 20 years since they failed.
What happened 20 years ago?
It was a dark day. My predecessor lost several good men when the spells failed during an event he'd ironically dubbed the Feast of the Ogres.
What if someone specifically tries to dispel the protections?
I'm no sorcerer, but I suppose it could happen. Still, any magically inclined person would notice something like that. Even if someone removed them, the protections would reweave themselves automatically in time. They've done so before.
Alright, I want to join.
That's the spirit of the thing. Now, what name precedes you in your travels?
Not even gonna try to pronounce this. Luda Prodigy. I would rather keep that to myself.
Have a bit of a past that you'd rather not catch up with you? You're not the first. Think of something that would sound engaging, ringing down from the rafters. That's how we'll bill you.
Okay, I want to be called Raging Dragon. No, sounds too much like a Raging Ox, so... I'm gonna go with Silver Phoenix.
Silver Phoenix. Silver Phoenix. Conjures up quite an image. Are you certain?
Yeah, sure.
Then that is what you shall have. Come and tell me when you're ready for a fight and I'll get you started. Since you're new, you'll start in the qualifying rounds. The money's small at that level, but it's there. Any other questions?
That's all I need to know.
One other thing. You should talk to the other fighters now and then. They will be watching you, and you should get to know them as well.
We're all one big happy family.
You're a big, happy idiot, Han.
As you can see, they always have something to say.
Okay, don't really want to talk to the fighters because they just make fun of me or insult me or just give out pointless information. Can you tell me about the champion of my division?
Han isn't a champion exactly, but he's solid enough that all fighters must beat him before they can leave the qualifiers. I like hapless Han personally. He never quits trying. Reminds me of a young me trying to clamber my way up from the streets. He'll go far, you rest assured.
Okay, time to fight.
For your first match, we'll start you off against a mighty ogre. I'll be watching your style closely to see how you fare. Impress me, and I'll take you to the top. Even our great champions start out against the ogre. Take Raging Ox, who danced around the beast singing drunkenly to earn the crowd's favor, or the Ravager, who defeated him in a single blow. I should take a moment and explain the system we use here.
Okay, please explain.
I like to keep things simple and organized. Any other way, and things get more convoluted than the celestial court on the Emperor's birthday. When you're ready for your match, ask me about it, and I'll give you a quick summary of your opponent. I'll be setting up your matches, of course. Various enchantments woven in this place keep the fights from being deadly, but they're no less real. You'll feel the pain if you don't keep your defense up. Are you ready to get started?
Okay, so I guess I can't bet on myself or anything. Okay, let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
A new warrior does battle with the beast.
Longsword.
And here where the sword comes in handy. Why is it still consuming focus? Oh, come on.
Keeping tight.
That was an impressive beginning. Normally I'd have started you off against something easier, but you practically ooze potential. You've caught the eyes of the other fighters as well. Go ask them if you don't believe me.
That really was a fantastic bout.
Beating the ogre's nothing special. I could have done better bound and blinded.
Sometimes you don't even need to ask. One fight does not make a champion, though. There are many more opponents ahead of you. Let's move on, shall we?
Okay, tell me about my next fight.
Since you held your own against the ogre brute last time, I'm going to try something exciting for the crowd. I've got 4 boys from some school west of the city who've been bothering me for some tougher matches. I'm giving you all of them at once. It'll wow the crowd and teach them a lesson at the same time. Remember to watch your sides and back. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Four students test their skills against one master.
Okay, before we begin. Now this. Okay, did I misread this last time? I thought it said that consumes no focus. Is it because I upgraded my sword? I'm gonna have to look back on this. At the other videos when I... Okay. Yes, I do consume focus. So I guess I'll have to stay with this and use the sword in case I face tough opponents. Or just use focus and, you know, slow down time. Like this.
Those boys won't be back anytime soon. Losing as a group to one opponent would shame a peasant, let alone a student of the martial arts.
Okay, I wonder how much XP I get for this. Okay, tell me my next fight.
The crowd's starting to catch on to you. Have you noticed? People like you, and now I'm going to make sure they pay attention. I'm going to have a roughly hewn statue hauled into the ring. I want you to disconstructulate it. Destroy the statue quickly enough, and I'll give you a shot at hapless Han. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me.
Unyielding stone meets the press of time.
This is your death.
Excellent work. You have bested time itself in destroying that statue. No mean feat, I assure you.
Alright, next fight.
I think you're ready to face hapless Han. Show me you're ready for the big time, and I'll make sure you don't have to dance with the children anymore. Are you ready to...
I wonder if I get out of fights, does my price or my winnings go down? I don't think so. Okay, yeah, let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Can Silver Phoenix surpass Hapless Han and leave the qualifying division?
You dealt with Han very well. I knew you would. All of our professional fighters move past him eventually.
Kui, that will be enough. I bring you a message from my employer, Kailan the Serpent. He is impressed with how far you have come in such a short while. The Serpent wants you to know that he is watching your progress very closely. He is most interested to see how you fare in the Bronze Division. Kui, you may breathe again. That is all I had to say.
Well, that was good, I think.
Oh yeah, with a name like the Serpent, you know he's a good guy. Why do you let Lucky Cho push you around?
Lucky Cho is a thug, pure and simple, but he's very good at what he does. He's also a member of the guild and reports directly to Kailan. Kailan oversees things here in the arena, and the guild ensures that the authorities leave us in peace.
Okay, what about the Serpent?
He has a distinct interest in the proceedings here. He is an ex-champion, you see. He retired some time ago, even before Raging Ox, who was the champion before the Ravager. Kailan couldn't leave the arena alone, though. He has become a very important man here with the help of a group called the Guild.
Okay, tell me about the guild.
The Guild is the organization that controls all of the betting in this place. That gives them considerable sway. It is good that they are happy with your progress. Between us, the Guild is also involved in more illicit activities. They are very sensitive about remaining an open secret. Many know about them, but few acknowledge that fact. Right now is a particularly dangerous time, as one of the leaders of the Guild has recently been inhumed. Kailan sees this as an opportunity. Do not discuss them openly. The Guild has many ears. You may ask some of the others in the arena about them if you wish, but I would not bring it up to just anyone.
Okay, I'll be careful who I talk to. Oh, and I just remember, I think there's a shop here. I don't think it's her. Alright, I'll be careful.
A wise decision. Very wise. For the sake of your career, I suggest that you limit any questions you have to your fellow fighters.
Well done! That fight was much better than this wine. With all the pure water pouring from the palace, you'd think they might have learned how to make wine that didn't taste like goat piss.
Black Whirlwind, that is you. Are you back to...
No, just here visiting, and making sure nothing happens to your newest fighter.
So you won't be...
No, leave it alone, Kui. You know better than to bring this up. Just mind your business, promoter, and I'll mind mine.
You travel in curious company. Regardless, when you're ready, come talk to me again and we'll discuss your next match.
How do you know the Black Whirlwind?
I know him, yes, but I know better than to contravigate his wishes. If you want to talk about it, ask him. I'm staying out of it. What do you need?
Champion, no. Okay, I'll go through this later.
Do not be gone too long. Kana may well rise to become the Silver Division champion while you're away.
Ooh, that's little XP. How much did I get? Not that much. I think I had, what, 5,000? Okay, I think this is gonna take some time, but I did. Okay, these are fighters. Hapless hand. You?
Fascinating. How very interesting to meet you. Fate may have robbed me of my sight at a young age, but I can still sense the energy within your meridians. Impressive, and yet somewhat strange.
Okay, what's strange about my energy?
I don't know what it is about you exactly, but I would say you have been trained like no other warrior in this place. What I do know is that several of the techniques pioneered by what we call the new schools would have astonishing effects on one with your energy.
Alright, not sure if you guys caught it, but before pressing to talk with her, my game cut out and basically minimized. I don't know why. Alright, hopefully nothing bad happens. Tell me, at the new school of what? What's this?
Allow me a formal introduction. I am Dr. An, acupuncturist. You are one of the arena's contestants, are you not? I hear talk that you are one of the most promising new contenders. But I should not prattle on at you. What do you need from me?
Okay, so yeah, she's a doctor. I'm not gonna ask about the arena. Let's see what she sells.
Of course, have a look.
Okay, this is what I'm interested in. Health focus, health chi. Okay, nothing to increase my intuition. Damn it. Actually, no, even if I bought this, I don't have the space to put the gem to increase. Okay, whatever. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna end this one here, keep the other rounds for later. Let's take another look. Still 63, and I think I need more than 70. I think charm work, so intuition is my best bet to get a free pass. Gem wise, I even put this on, which I probably should take it off, put this for the fights. And not even with this, because the combination of all of these increases intuition. So yeah. I think another gem like this, I can find it somewhere. Oh well, hopefully I'll get another level up and I can, yeah, you know, I can increase, what was it, spirit and mind to get more intuition. Alright, but for now, like I said, I'm gonna leave you here. In the next episode, we'll continue on with the fights, maybe talk to some fighters before, and all of that. So, thank you for watching, like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy what I do, maybe share this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe and have a nice day.